96. Are you ready?
Yeah. Clap.
Let's go.
Go.
96.
96.
Hey, just what I need.
Newer, fresher.
News from CNA.
Indonesia's Independence Day ceremony this Saturday will be historic as it will take place for the first time in Nusantara. Ahead of that, Johnny Bhavani looks at the challenges facing this new capital.
This is among a couple of buildings that are near completion in Indonesia's planned new capital. It's the Garuda Presidential Palace, where President Joko Widodo held the first ever plenary meeting in the city of Nusantara earlier this week.
IKN adalah sebuah kanvas yang mengukir masa depan dan tak semua negara memiliki kesempatan, memiliki kemampuan untuk membangun ibu kotanya yang dimulai betul-betul dari nol.
The mega project, worth over $30 billion, is aimed at moving away from the congested and polluted Jakarta metropolis, which is rapidly sinking. But the new city has come under the spotlight in recent months. Two top officials overseeing the construction have resigned, and the project has struggled to lure foreign investors. In a bid to lure investment, Mr. Widodo granted investors in the new capital recently incentives, including land rights of up to 190 years. Analysts say an administrative city is simply not attractive enough.
Kalau kita mau belajar dari yang sudah dilakukan misalnya di Putrajaya, ya, kota-kota pemerintahan, bahkan juga di Canberra misalnya, cenderung akan menjadi kota yang sepi. Ya, bukan kota komersial, bukan kota bisnis yang tentu ini tidak menarik buat investor. Hal ini yang menurut saya harus disadari dulu oleh pemerintah pusat, ya, bahwa yang kita bangun adalah kota pemerintahan. Maka PR berikutnya adalah kalau ingin mendukung IKN tadi, kembangkanlah kota-kota pendukung di sekitar IKN.
Construction is expected to be completed in 5 stages. The first phase, which is the presidential palace, a few ministries and basic infrastructure, is slated to be completed this year. But work has been plagued by delays. The final phase is expected to be completed by 2045. State coffers will fund some 20% of the cost, with the remainder relying heavily on private sector investment. Observers say there needs to be better understanding of building the new city.
Kalau pemahaman terhadap visinya sudah benar, ya nggak ada masalah. Ya jalankan dengan normal, ya dengan anggaran 30-35 triliun per tahun dari negara itu akan jadi. Tapi kalau dikejar dalam 5 tahun harus jadi, itu irasional, impossible. Nggak ada fakta empiris, ya. Pembangunan kota untuk ibu kota yang 5 tahun selesai, 10 tahun selesai.
While the initial plan to move to the new capital city this year to come to fruition, Indonesia's President-elect Prabowo Subianto has expressed optimism amid some doubts against the continuation of the project.
Ya memang pembangunan ini berjalan dan harus terus. Kalau bisa kita percepat, ya kalau bisa. Tapi tentunya nanti pakar-pakar ya harus semua dikerahkan, semua kemampuan kita. Kalau saya optimis, saya lihat ya, saya kira bagus sekali.
With just 2 months until Prabowo Subianto officially takes over the reins as president, all eyes will be on Nusa and whether it will truly make a pivotal mark in Indonesia's history. Chandni Vadvani, CNA, Jakarta.
News from CNA.
Let's go. Number one.
We're number 1 for new music.
Go.
96. Newer, fresher.
Blasting out the biggest hits all over the internet on the best online station.
This is
96 Radio. Newer, fresher. You're listening to John and Heidi Show on 96 Radio.
John and Heidi Show.
Radio
Hits.
96.
Newer, fresher.
96 Radio. Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Monday, the 5th day of August. It's National Underwear Day today. You wearing some underwear today, Heidi?
I wear underwear every day.
I am as well. I figured we probably both were. That would be a pretty safe thing. Blogger Day today, Oysters Day, Green Peppers Day. I will celebrate that. I've never been a Green Peppers fan, and then I tried them, and I go, oh, hey, these aren't so bad.
I love green peppers.
I know you do, and you made me try them. And then what's the other ones that I do lately?
Them.
Jalapenos. Like, those are good. Why have I never eaten those?
I love jalapenos.
Right, Sandcastle Day today, Work Like a Dog Day, and Commerce Day. All that stuff happening. And it is a Monday, which means it's a movie star Monday. And our guest today, Laura Wolf, in addition to movies, she's done a lot of stuff on TV. Blue Bloods, she's done that show. And then Quantico is another show. Well, she's got a new project she recently had a chance to do. It's called Those About to Die. And she's in this. She plays the Queen.
Okay.
So I'm excited to visit with Her Majesty in just a bit. Laura Wolf is our guest on this.
Hits.
Let's remix it.
96. Newer, fresher.
Here we go.
Newer, fresher. Hits. 96.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on 96 Radio. Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Dogs can smell stress in humans, and it alters their own behavior. University of Bristol researchers say they found that our pet canines experience emotional contagion from the smell of human stress, leading them to make more pessimistic choices, and it affects their ability to learn.
For them to be pessimistic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Previous research in humans suggests that the smell of a stressed person subconsciously affects the emotions and choices made by dogs and by other people near them. It led researchers to wonder if it would be the same with dogs, and they found out that it was true. So
I agree with that.
The original sentence that I was trying to say.
I've seen our dogs seem really nervous if we're stressed out.
Yeah, and that's why I try to stay as cool as a cucumber around our dogs.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you do.
I don't? Okay, I guess I don't. Here's the thing. Our dogs are really funny. Sometimes they're really good dogs, and sometimes they're just not so good. So I'll blame it on them being stressed out. That's probably what that is. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
96. Newer, fresher. Newer, fresher.
Hi, I'm Ed Sheeran.
Hi, I'm Harry Styles.
Fresher.
Let's go!
96. 96.
3 words to describe Emily in Paris Season 4. If I could describe Season 4 in 3 words right now.
Let me think about that.
Vulnerable. Messy.
Je vais dire chaotic. Je vais dire amour. Heartbreaking.
The season sums up to one word. Revenge.
Holy
Adventurous.
fashionable.
Not finished yet. But
Bellezza, which means beauty, but in Italian.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what he did there.
Wait. I actually have a few more words. Season 4 comes out this August 15th for part 1. Part 2 drops on September 12th. You're welcome.
Hai kawan muda, sekarang kamu bisa dengerin 96 Radio via Noise.
Hits. Newer, fresher. 96.
96 Radio. Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that a man legally changed his name to, and I quote, literally anybody else, end quote.
Okay.
And he's running for president. A 35-year-old military veteran and middle school teacher, a math teacher, formerly known as Dustin Ebby, said he entered the race because he was trying to protest the other choices.
Okay.
So, anyway, his name is on some ballots. Literally anybody else.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's clever.
And the ones that he's not on, he said, you can write me in. So, I don't know. I don't know. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
Newer, fresher. 96.
Duh, udah telat banget nih gue. Ini lagi di depan. Lama banget sih jalannya. Lewat trotoar aja ah.
Sejak kapan sih trotoar bisa dipakai sama pengendara motor? Kalau kayak gini kan jadi gue yang sakit.
Aduh maaf banget Mbak. Mbak nggak apa-apa kan Mbak?
Gak apa-apa gimana? Ini tuh trotoar, bukan jalan raya.
Penggunaan trotoar selain untuk kepentingan pejalan kaki adalah pelanggaran dan bentuk perampasan hak pejalan kaki.
This public service announcement brought to you by 96 Radio. Newer, fresher.
Hey, it's John and Heidi from the John and Heidi Show.
This Movie Star Monday, we visit with actress Laura Wolf. She's on the TV programs Blue Bloods and Quantico, and she has a brand new project out right now. It's called Those About to Die, and she portrays the Queen.
It's all happening on the Monday edition of the John and Heidi Show.
96.
Something hot is coming in this October 2024. You want to get rock? Yeah, it's time to have a good time. Rock your body. Firehouse, live in Indonesia. Friday, October 18, 2024. Live from the Casablanca Hall, Jakarta. Let's have a good time with Firehouse and bring back all your love memories. Firehouse, live in Indonesia. Friday, October 18, 2024. Live from the Casablanca Hall, Jakarta. Get your tickets now. More info, click firehousejkt.com. Brought to you by Color Asia Live.
Newer, fresher hits. 96.
Asia Pop 40.
What's going on, Asia? This is Joey Zhao, and this week on the show, we'll be counting down all the tunes you've been streaming the most this week on your devices. It'll be all the songs you know and love, as well as the latest and the greatest tracks from all over the world. This is Asia's own charts, and you won't want to miss it. All that and more on Asia Pop 40, every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. right here on 96 Radio. 96 Radio.
Newer, fresher.
Tommy Richmond.
96. Newer, fresher.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on 96 Radio. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com. The new season of Cobra Kai debuted as Netflix's most watched TV show of the week. After Netflix dropped part 1 of the 6th and final season, the show tallied up 14.8 million views, and that was just in the first several days. So people are super excited about that. Cobra Kai Part 2 and 3 will debut on November 28th and January 25th. And that is a good show. I don't think we've seen the last season, though.
We haven't.
I think we're like a whole season behind.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to step it up one of these days and like sit down and watch some TV. And as rumors about the third Top Gun film continue to circulate, Glenn Powell has revealed he has been given a date for when the movie will enter production.
Oh, fun.
So Powell starred alongside Tom Cruise, and this last one, Top Gun Maverick, came out in 2022, and they were asking when the new one's coming out, and he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna give you more information. He says, I have a date, but you gonna tell me more? No, I'm not gonna tell you more. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com.
Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Newer, fresher, 96. Newer, fresher hits, 96.
96 Radio. Time now for the scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. How long do the Olympics go? Is that like for weeks or how like? I think it's still going.
I honestly don't know. I know that it's longer than a couple of days, but I've never paid much attention to the duration.
I think it's still going. If it's not, then this we've got a story that's coming from the Olympics. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a squeamish person, maybe you don't want to listen to the next two things I talk about. So the first thing is, by urinating in the shower, you save 1,160 gallons of water a year. So there are people out there pushing for that. And there's already like 60% of the people admit to doing that. And there's other people who are like, oh, that's gross. So the reason that I bring that up, that was the first little tidbit. And then the next thing is kind of talking about that, but take out shower and put in pool. Yeah. Stories coming out of Paris from the Olympics have been about the poor water quality in the river there. The pools used for competitors might be just as bad. According to multiple Olympic swimmers, they say everybody's peeing in these pools. Lily King, a 3-time U.S. Olympian, said, I've probably peed in every pool I've ever swam in. That's just how it goes. Ugh.
Okay.
What are we doing? What are we talking about? Many athletes say the chlorine in the pools makes any pee unnoticeable. In addition, swimmers agree that it's important to stay hydrated up until their race time. As a result, they drink a lot and their bladders can be full. Add to that tight swimwear and pre-competition nerves, and well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, is what the story says. Many swimmers adhere to an unofficial code of conduct wherein, whenever possible, they do all of this stuff at, an area that nobody else is swimming in. A 4-time medalist, Cullen Jones, explains, you never want to swim through a warm patch.
Yuck.
Yeah, so now that I've grossed you out, that has been your scoop of the day.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Newer, fresher hits. 96.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Carpenter, and this is
96. Newer, fresher.
Pilihin dong foto aku. Yang bagus yang mana nih?
Adek, nyetir aja dulu, jangan selfie-selfie.
Yang ini cantik nggak? Jelek ya? Ulang.
Awas di depan. Aduh.
Jangan menggunakan smartphone ketika mengemudi. Waspada di jalan, tertib, dan toleransi.
This public service announcement brought to you by 96 Radio. Newer, fresher.
Newer, fresher hits. 96.
Here's the thing about countdown shows. You know exactly how they're going to end. But here's the thing about my countdown show, World Pop Radio. Yes, you know it's going to end at number 1. But each and every week, we count down the hits from a different country, all in an effort to show that no matter where you go on this big globe of ours, typically, we're all connected together through a universal love of music. Catch World Pop Radio, Thursdays and Fridays from 10 a.m. on 96 Radio.
Newer, fresher. Newer, fresher.
Hi, I'm Ed Sheeran.
Hi, I'm Harry Styles.
Fresher.
Let's go!
96. 96.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with a very talented actress, Laura Wolf from ABC's Quantico, from Blue Bloods, and now she's got a fun new Peacock original, Those About to Die. First of all, thank you for taking the time to chat. Tell me a little bit about Those About to Die and how you got involved in this project.
Absolutely. Oh my God, this whole project is like a dream, to be honest with you. We shot this in Rome, in the place where the entire story happened. We have the Romans, we have the gladiators, we have everything on a grand scale. Roland Emmerich is directing, and Anthony Hopkins is in there as the star. And I had the honor to play Queen Berenice.
What was it like playing the Queen? That's got to be kind of fun to be asked to do that.
Absolutely fun. Absolutely. For me it was amazing because I had to basically energetically expand to feel the struggles and the problems that a queen would have the responsibilities that a queen would have. But also, of course, it was fun wearing a crown, like a heavy steel crown.
That wasn't one of those cardboard things from Burger King, huh?
Absolutely not. It was a proper steel crown piercing into my skull every day, and it was amazing.
Now, so how much of the story is based on things that really happened and how much is just fictitious? Do we know?
I actually think this series managed to stay very close to the historical facts. Of course, certain things you have to tweak a little bit here and there. Certain things we just simply don't know, right? Certain things are described differently from country to country. So you have to take a little bit of poetic license when it's needed. And it's also, I would say, all in all, it's actually very, very close to the historical facts that we know about.
Now, in this, you're working with Anthony Hopkins. And, this guy's like a living legend. But that's nothing new for you because you worked with Tom Selleck for many years. Again, another living legend. And the nice thing that I think is an amazing thing, a lot of people would be afraid because they would go, oh, when people are watching, all they're going to see is this other person, this just giant major star. You absolutely hold your own up against these living legends, which I think is a huge thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Those words are like honey to me. Thank you.
And when you get a chance to pick a project like this, are these things that do you get a lot of stuff like this that comes your way, or how does that work? Because I'm always fascinated with some of the projects that actors and actresses choose.
Well, I think what happens is I've been doing this now for 12 years, and you kind of have to find your way. And there was a time where I would just audition for everything, and at some point you start to realize what worlds you fit in better than others, right? And you start to have a vision and you try to align yourself with that vision. And then hopefully these projects will come your way and you will be prepared to take them on once they're...
You've gotten the chance now to play a queen. Is there anything else on your list of characters that you would love the opportunity to play in a movie or a TV show?
I mean, yes, of course. There are hundreds of characters I would like to play. I would like to play an athlete at some point. I would also like to play a spy at some point.
Ooh, how about a spy athlete? That's more fun.
You want to write it?
Yeah. What is it that would draw you to the spy categories? Are you a big fan of like a spy series?
People have always said, oh, you must be a spy. I really hope this is not getting me in trouble, by the way. And I remember at some point, believe it or not, when I went to the immigration office here in the U.S., the immigration officer looked at me and said, "You must be a spy."
Oh, wow.
Right? And I said, "What? Wait, what?" And I was frozen. I was dying inside. And then I started laughing. I have the eyebrows of a spy. And I thought, you must be kidding me. You can't be serious.
I love it. Well, here's to me hoping that you get that big spy opportunity that you've been working your entire life towards.
Unconsciously, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Laura, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Again, Peacock original, Those About to Die. It is on Peacock right now. You can stream it. I've got a link to all of the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Newer, fresher.